Hello, everyone. This is Linda K. Edwards with New Me, New You. We help to educate, enrich, empower, and inspire. We focus on all personal and business issues, and we cater to individuals, families, and businesses to help them to become better than yesterday and to unlock their potential. We give them information, resources, referrals. We do outreach, and we facilitate in-person and virtual events. Tonight, we will be discussing racial healing. And before we do that, I would like to start off with a prayer. Father God, we thank you for this day that we have, that you've given us. And we pray for those who are going through any disturbances, any adversities. And we ask you to have everything that is spoken today resonate within their spirit and to teach them about racial healing. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen and amen.
Amen.
So I would like to have the ladies that I have on to introduce themselves.
Hey, my name is Shoba.
Hi, my name is Sonia.
And I thank you ladies for joining me today to have this discussion. I really appreciate it. So I wanted to start out with, asking a few, stories or questions. And I'm going to ask Shoba, tell a story about something that you have lost or have found.
So I think I already shared this story with you, Linda, but I definitely lost my brother 2 years ago. And it's been a long process. My first real close hit home grief process. And I want to say, do you want a full story or just a quick 2 sentence?
Whatever you feel to share, if it can be brief and simple, it doesn't have to be.
Okay. So basically, it was a roller coaster of emotions. Obviously, a lot of sadness, heartbreak. But I think our family, I think the first year was difficult, just hit home that he was gone. So it was a lot of missing and just habits that we usually did with my brother. It was hard to not do the same things with someone you miss. And it's just been a difficult time. So just a roller coaster of emotions. And you don't realize what you have until it's gone. So that's the most thing that sticks in my head of losing something or someone is my brother. It was a difficult period. I always say his presence or his spirit is around me at times. So I don't feel like, maybe even if we lost the physical presence of him, his memories and his spirit is always with me. Yes.
I wanted to say thank you for sharing that. I'm sorry if I put you in an uncomfortable position, if I have. And that wasn't the intention. That's one of the questions, just to start off, with what you might have lost or found. You chose to share that with us, and I commend you and I thank you. And I ask God to give you, comfort, healing, peace and understanding, to you and your family.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sonia, tell a story about a time when you were generous.
When I was generous. Okay. So a time that I was generous, I would say generous with my time, probably.
Like
Would
time?
happen like time, yeah. Oh no. So this was many, many years ago at one of my jobs, and it was somebody was having just a lot of hard time just understanding their job duties. And not that I don't think they were at risk of their job, but I think it was just more so like the embarrassment of like, I just don't get it. I just don't understand. And I put in like that extra time, and kind of like took her under my wing and just, to say like, all right, don't worry about it. Don't worry about what anybody's going to say. Like, you know, I kind of would skip lunch sometimes, or I would say, oh, let's have like a working lunch, or just to kind of help her understand and feel comfortable so that she didn't feel like, you know, she was already the newest person. She didn't want to feel like, oh, everybody thinks I'm dumb. That's what she used to say all the time. Everybody thinks I'm dumb. And I was like, no, no, nobody thinks you're dumb. And I just feel like with my time, I was very generous with that. Just that, I mean, I would do it again in a heartbeat. So it wasn't anything that I needed to be like, oh, I did this. I'm so great. But I think that's one of the things that like sticks out, to just kind of make sure, you know, I may not have a lot to give, but you know, if there's time, if there's support, I'll gladly give that. I have abundance of that.
That's amazing. That's just amazing. Just time, listen, time is like money. So
Hmm.
if you give it, trust and believe it's valuable. It's trust, you know, like that person is lucky to have it, you know, and a lot of people take that for granted. So I commend you for doing that. Okay, so Shoba, I'm gonna ask you. So tell a story about how you played as a child.
Oh wow. There's so many instances I can tell you, but oh, so let's see. In the school playground, I don't know if you girls remember the tire with the chains.
Oh
So I used
yeah.
so I used to have my classmates get on that tire. We used to spin that tire all the way around until we felt nauseated. But we used to use the tire as a swing, and then going around in circles. And then there was this other thing where it's almost like a merry-go-round, but without the horses. We would play on that.
Oh,
Yeah, I still
It brings
remember
back
that.
a lot of great memories, right?
Yeah, I was probably only 6, 7, or 8 years old around that time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Seesaw, those are the three that I remember playing in the backyard of my school. The monkey bars, that's another one. The monkey bars.
I think
no, the
everyone
monkey
had
bars
that.
is a good one.
I
Yeah.
would slip off because I didn't know how to hold on too tight. So I would
Oh,
always slip down, you know? Oh my gosh. So I don't know. So Sonia, tell a story about a surprise.
Um, so uh, funny enough, or maybe not funny enough, I had my children were actually a surprise. And when I say a surprise, not like, oh, surprise, I'm pregnant, but um I had a lot of like female issues. I had endometriosis, I had fibroids, huge fibroids on my uterus constantly growing up, just a lot of issues. So when it got to basically came to a head where I had to go to the doctor, and he kind of had to say, all right, I'm going to clear you out, you know, just like, you know, get rid of the fibroids, get rid of everything. But I don't know if you're going to be able to have children. So that, like, you know, to hear those words was crushing. I'm like, all I've ever wanted to is be a mother. Like, I don't know what you're saying right now. So luckily, with the help of, you know, a great doctor, and we did it naturally. It wasn't any like, you know, we did try like IUIs, and we were kind of going to go into IVF, and we didn't have to, thank God. But I had, you know, Aiden, and that took a really long time. And then even Mason, my other son, took a really long time as well. But like the fact that to have two to come from all of that, I mean, is not that it's unheard of. I mean, I'm sure it happens, but there wasn't, you know, it didn't look like it was going to happen. So for me to have the two is just, to me, that's a huge surprise. That's the
And you're
biggest
such a
surprise, the
great
best
mom, too.
surprise.
Such a
Oh,
great
thank you.
mom. You are. I'm not just saying that because I know you and you're my friend. I'm saying because I've seen it firsthand. And they're lucky to have you just as much as you're lucky to have them. And continue to
Oh,
just
thank
be the
you.
star that you are. And I mean, and even her fur babies get that extra love.
Yeah.
I watch them grow from a puppy all the way to the
Yeah.
little dog, and they're just her kids. She has them like so much love into them. It's just amazing. It's just wonderful.
Yeah.
Just keep being the star you are. And thank God for giving you the opportunity because
Yes.
he's amazing.
100%.
Mhm. Okay, so You told me about your child playing, and which is great, Jobo, because that brought me back to some memories. You shared your story about your sons and getting to birth them, and that is incredible and inspiring as well. So now we're going to get into some questions in regards to racial healing. Okay. um who would like to go first?
So it doesn't matter, either one of us. It's okay.
Okay. So, Shoba, since you're on, right now, how often do you think about your race or ethnic identity?
I want to say lately, pretty often. I never felt that I had to look over my shoulders. And in Long Island, it is pretty scary lately. I pass by those big trucks and they intimidate me. So lately, more than usual, I want to say on a weekly basis, I'm constantly thinking about my race. Um, I've been from high school on to, I was want to say a minority in my high school, was mostly Jewish white population, and maybe so the any minorities that were there, it was like Black or Asian, Indians, Muslim. We all were friends because there was only a few of us in high school, and I want to say that I still remember getting on my high school bus and people at the bus stop were making fun of me, like, oh, you're the red dot special, or
Wow.
yeah, all kinds of little comments like that. So that's the high school I grew up in. And now, even now, it's the scarier part. That was high school kids. This is adults that I feel like, um, I just feel more on edge lately. I don't know if it's social media. I don't know if it's the politics and the elections. It's just been kind of scary lately. So I would say more frequently than usual lately.
It's so unfortunate to hear this. It
Yeah.
really is. You would think that, you know, with what's going on right now, in politics, in religion, in everything, that we would have to really still think about this and worry about this. And that's why this is so needed, this conversation, because people need to understand that we have to come together in some length, somewhere. I mean, it's just unfortunate you got to come out your house and got to worry about what you're going to get into. I think it was what, last year when they had it with the Jewish community. They were just doing all kinds of things to them in the city. Then with a couple 2 3 years ago, then it was the African American community, and going through the looting and it's just getting so sickening. It is sickening. It's not getting, it is sickening. um but we're here to talk about this and try to come to some type of uh you know bridge to where we can cross, and cross with dignity and strength, not just to be shoving, our shoulders down and walking in pity or shame, or, being scared, But okay, so here goes another question I'm gonna go to, and then Sonia, I'm gonna come to you after this. What of your racial or ethnic identity makes you the proudest?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes.
Okay. Just our culture in general. I think we are usually a peace-loving culture. We definitely are. We try to invite other cultures into our like, whether it's a church setting or an Indian event. We like to teach about our culture, so that's something I appreciate. We have a lot of classical dance, a lot of good Indian food. So those are things that I definitely appreciate about my Indian ethnicity.
Yes, and I enjoy it too, because I've had a taste of good food, Indian food, and I've had a little bit of the culture. And I'm just grateful for just getting to learn about another culture besides my own. So,
Definitely, me
so
too.
yes, absolutely. So Sonia, I'm going to you. I'm going to ask the same question for you. So what makes you the proudest in your ethnic?
I think what makes me the proudest, so I'm Guatemalan Ecuadorian, Latino, Hispanic. So I think what makes me the proudest is just most of the time, I know not with everybody, but there's just very strong family um like bonds. Like, family is very important. I mean, I know it is with all cultures. um but I think that has always really made me the proudest, like just to kind of see it growing up from certain sides of the family, minus all the family drama and all that stuff. But so that does make me proud, and I try to instill that, like with the kids, and even now with, like, working in restaurants. Majority of the kitchen is Hispanic and um from different countries. And it's funny because there's sometimes you see, like, oh, they're from here, they're from there, but like they have just all these different, each of them have just such different views, and just different special things that they would do, like in the country. So it's just so nice to even just be around that, and just it kind of exudes all the time, every day. It's just, you kind of learn something new.
I thank you for sharing, both of you. I am most proudest of my culture because we've come a long way in a lot of aspects. I there are some things that I don't like, but that's not what we're going to talk about right now. But for the most part, they've come a long way as far as their education, their unification has gotten a lot better than before because they were still on that what happened to our ancestors. And so most of my culture, I could say, is now more unified than before. um and they're just striving to be better each day. I'm grateful and I'm proud of that part, that they are moving up the ladder, and in business, in just their personal self-care and taking care of themselves, health wise, and that's what I'm proud of. But also, I wanted to ask this question. Have you ever felt different in a group setting because of your race or your ethnic background? Any one of you can answer.
Go ahead, Sonia, you could take it.
um I don't know. I'm trying to think about, like, pinpoint like different walks of life at different ages. Definitely, like, prior to, I'd say, high school, I feel like I was always around so many different races. So to me, it never felt too much. Like, I think when I was younger, I almost want to say like junior high school, um, and like elementary, I think, like, there was, like, for a little while, maybe like a year, I kind of felt very different. But then, like, as I got older, there was just so many cultures, and we kind of all just meshed in together. I mean, especially like high school, like nobody cared what you were, white, black, Spanish, Chinese, nobody cared. No, you know what I mean? So, like, it was inclusive then, I felt, which is, it breaks my heart because I'm like now looking back, the way, like, sometimes there is such divide. I'm like, oh man, like when I went to high school, to me, it felt, and I don't know, maybe that was just my outlook, but I don't feel like, I know everybody had their own, like, groups, and everybody was going through their own things, but for the most part, I just feel like we were all together. um and then as I got older, I don't feel like, I honestly don't feel like I've ever been, like, felt left out for racial reasons. Maybe, like, as a woman, I'd say, but that's like completely different. But I think that's the only time that I felt like a little bit like, or even like being a mom, like there was times that I felt like, well, I'm not kind of part of the group because, I'm the one who has kids, or I feel like, oh, well, I'm a woman, and, I'm in majority with men. Um, like, in that respect, but I don't know if I've ever experienced it really racially, to be completely honest. You know what I mean?
Well, that's a great thing.
Thankfully. Yeah, thankfully.
Right.
I mean,
Thank
you know,
God.
who knows? I'm only 42, so may, but
Oh,
hopefully not,
you're so
it's just
young. You're such a young whippersnapper.
hopefully everything, stays positive, right?
Yes, it will. And you know something, it's also about yourself too. It's probably the way you exuberate all that goodness and that love. So they feel it
I
already.
hope
So they
so.
so
I
even if
hope
they
so.
felt that way, they can't because you give them the opportunity to feel love and care and concern. So they kind of feel awkward. Like even if I wanted to do that, I can't. This woman is
Right.
amazing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I thank God that growing up, I had multicultural family. So
Right.
like I'm used to being around everybody. You know, my
Mhm.
mom, she didn't like alienate me from any race. It was like, okay, like even with our neighbors, we would call them family. And it's like, oh yeah, this is Uncle such and such, and this is such and that's how we were raised, like call them aunt and uncle,
Mhm.
respect, love. And she didn't, you know, say to us, well, stay with our kind or anything like that, which would have
Mhm.
made me sad anyway, because I was always a happy
Yeah.
person to be with anyone, a person. A human being to me is a human being. I don't see the skin color, I see the person. And
Yeah.
so, that's what I wish most of us would feel like, that okay, you know what, this is another person. You want to treat them the way that you would like to be treated, because that's what we were taught growing up. But unfortunately, not everyone is on that same page. You know,
Yeah.
but thank you for sharing. Thank you for
Mm.
sharing that. So now, Shoba, I'm coming back to you. Have you ever witnessed someone being treated unfairly because of their racial or ethnic background?
Yeah. It wasn't necessarily directly, but so there's two instances. My old coworkers would pretty much make fun of Spanish population coming in. The whole joke of keeping the Mexicans coming across from the border.
Mm.
It was indirectly made, but it was still at work. And it affected me more so because I feel like it was, white people making the joke, but it could have been any race coming across that border. It didn't matter if it was Mexican or whatever, Pakistani, it didn't matter. So it was a joke, but I felt it because it just tells me like it's still, I think they still feel like, okay, it's only Americans and I mean white people allowed to be in America, but mind you, we're a melting pot of different cultures and races. So it
Exactly.
affected me when they said that at work. And then um you could just tell I'm very empathic. So when I'm amongst different groups of people, I was raised amongst different groups of people as well, but you can see it amongst certain populations. They'll leave people out and you can see it written on their faces, like they can sense being left out, whoever it is. I think I don't remember exact details, but I know the feeling of being left out just because I wasn't up to par. I wasn't wearing the suit and the dress and the high heels and or whatever it is. I just wasn't included in the group. But I think people feel it no matter what. It just, you can't avoid it, things like that.
Right. Right. And it's unfortunate that I have experienced that plenty of times, especially, believe it or not, in the airport. Me being in the airport, and I see people from every walk of life. So
Yes.
when they come in, you notice that certain groups, okay, I don't want to target anyone. I'm trying to say it in a way where it's respectful to that culture, but that culture that I deal with on a regular basis, they feel that they are entitled, and they feel like, don't talk to us, which is like,
Mhm.
oh wow. They'll talk to you if they feel like it, but if they come in, they just will literally, you'll say hi, how are you, and they just keep walking, and you're like, okay,
Mhm.
so have a good day. That's what I do. And it's every day. At first, I thought it wasn't a big deal at first. I was like, oh, it ain't nothing. They're just tired. But no, it was every time they come in, they had that same attitude. And I mean, it's just, you just see it. I see it every day in the airport, everywhere that you go. Unfortunately, there's something like that. And it's like you said, that they're talking about, the Hispanic race and joking about it. It's nothing, of course, funny at all. I think every race actually has done it in some way, to where they didn't mean it, maybe, to about how you dress, or whatever it may be. That's why we're having this conversation, because this is so important to touch on these things. But that I want to say it, but I don't want to offend anyone of who I was referring to. I'll tell you after the but anyway, I'm back. So I'm gonna go to another question. And how do you feel about your professional life? As far as, your ethnic background or your race, how do you feel that they treat you in your professional work environment?
Can I take this question real quick?
Yes.
And I'm sure there'll be time for Sonia too. I just 2 seconds. I will tell you this right now. People think that Indians just work really hard, and which we do. We do really work hard, because we know in order to have a roof over our head and food on our table, we got to work really hard. But the thing is, I think I was working at Stony Brook, and I know I've been taken advantage of, because my supervisor is great, but I mean, they know to pick on me when it's 4 foot of snow and no one wants to come in. Anyone else but the Cole Shoba, and Shoba will come in. They know I've done the mornings, the evenings, the night shifts, the snow days when people call in sick, because they know that I'm a single woman and I'm want to make extra cash, so they'll call me in. But because of that, I think I felt like I was being taken advantage of, because it's not like they paid me extra money. It's not like I got a raise. It's just they know who to target more than other people to come in. And so basically almost like, just being almost not feeling appreciated, but just taken advantage of because I did work harder. So, yeah.
Yeah, I know how that feels, because I go through that now. All of my coworkers are younger than me, so they know that their thinking of coming in is, listen, if it's 7 o'clock, we're coming in at 7:30. I come in a whole 45 minutes earlier, and they know it. So, Linda will set up and she'll get everything ready. So when we come in, we just sit down and do what we do.
Smart. Yeah.
And I understand, I feel your pain because I go through it every day. But they're getting better, because I make sure that I let them know, like, hey guys, come on, so on and so forth. But they've gotten better. It's all about understanding each other too. And also boundaries, which we'll talk about in another event. But I'm sorry that you feel that way. Or are they continuing to do that now, or?
Since then I changed my job. So, but it's also me. You're absolutely right. That's my lack of communication. I don't feel assertive enough where I can say, hey, I could have easily said no. I don't have to take the extra shift.
Right.
So it's about me speaking up too, to be not feeling that way, So I'm in another job when I know they're not doing the same thing to me. So it's different situation. So I'm a little happier where I'm at now.
No, I'm glad to hear that. I'm
good.
sorry that they did that to you in the past.
Yeah.
But we always learn from our mistakes, right? So
Yeah.
as long as you're not in the same situation and you're not unhappy and you feel a lot lighter, that's a
Yes.
good thing. And I'm glad to hear that. And I'm sorry for those turkey wings that did that to you.
It's okay, not your fault.
Okay. So Sonia, here I come. All right. Okay, so I did ask that question. Okay, so la 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 la. Okay. Does racial or ethnic identity enter in your process of making important or daily decisions? And if so, then how?
I don't think so. Only because like I said, with the way that I was raised growing up, and with the diverse area that I had lived in, like that just to me, it's never really been like an issue. You know what I mean? Like not an issue, but like an issue to me. Like I'm not gonna, and even like in my current job too, like I work with so many different backgrounds. So to me, I'm just like, all right, we're all people here. We're all working. Like we got to get something done. We're doing it. I don't care what you are, whether, it doesn't matter to me. So I don't think I've ever really been in a position to be like, I'm not going to deal with you because, you're of this race, or I'm not going to give you that job because you're probably not going to do it good because you're this race. Like
Wow.
that's just never a thing to me, because I'm going to look at you and I might say like, well, you're not going to do this right, so I'm not going to do it for you. But that's not, that's not in any way why I would, make a decision. So I would say no. Like I will never base it. I don't want to say never, because I guess all things are possible, but consciously I would never.
Right, right. No, I mean, I'm getting it. I saw something come past in the chat, so I was trying to read it to see what
Oh,
was it something that I had to address. I just want to make sure no? Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm paying attention to everybody. I'm so for doing that, because I like to make sure everybody feels fairly loved and cared for here, right? So, okay. So, I asked you guys pretty much a lot of questions, huh? You want to play a little game? You want to do a little something? Let me
Sure.
and then we'll wrap it up after that. I'm gonna go in and we're gonna do a little question thing. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back after these messages.
Oh, funny.
Sonia, what was your favorite playtime memory?
Oh my gosh. Listen, let me tell you, when I was younger, I was the biggest tomboy. I was not a Barbie girl. I was all about wrestling. So I loved like WWE growing up, right? Oh my goodness. And I grew up, I'll never forget it. I grew up in an apartment building, right? So we were on the second floor. Down the hall, I grew up with twins, these two twin boys. But now they had a cousin who lived on, so we were on the second floor. She lived on the fourth floor. So we would hang out with her. Then they had another cousin that was on the sixth floor. So that was like our little crew growing up. I mean, up until, we moved out of there when I was in seventh grade. So younger. But we were in an apartment complex, and there was like a park that actually, funny enough, had all the little things you said, had the tire swing, had all that stuff. Um, but it had like, the mats, and that was what we would do. We would wrestle. With the exception of their cousin, because she was a real girly girl. So she would just like, yeah, whatever. But let me tell you, wrestling, that was everything. And my parents would let me always like get the pay-per-view events, and everybody would come over. The girls would come over just because like, oh, they were friends with me, but they hated wrestling. So it was always the boys who liked it. And I do remember at one age, like my father, like I forgot what he was doing, but he like went past the fence, and he was like, he called me over, but like mad. And I'm like, what did I do? Like, I'm allowed to be here. And he said, you got to stop wrestling with the boys. And I was like, why? Like, what do you mean? Like, and he was like, they're it's just no good. You're too old for that. And you just can't do that anymore. And I just remember thinking like, so innocently, like, I'm like, these are my best friends. Like, I've known these boys, and, they're the family. Like, I'm like, first of all, to the family, I'm like family. To the boys themselves, I knew them since kindergarten. I'm like, what do you mean? And I couldn't, like, now looking back, I'm like, I should have not been wrestling with the boys. But I don't think any of us thought that way. You know what I mean? But that was,
No
if there was a playtime, like when I was little,
memory.
that was like my favorite thing.
Oh, that's awesome. The closest I could probably get to that was my sister and I and my brother. We would jump off the dresser table onto the bed to
Oh
do those
my
moves.
God, yes.
I think we
That was
all have
maybe a
had
little
that,
safer,
right?
because we were doing it outside in the park. Like, we probably could have
Oh,
hurt ourselves.
Ladies, I wanted to not to interrupt you, but we have Travis that joined us Hi, Travis. You there? Okay. I guess he's not there. But I just let him in. So anyway, I wanted to go in some questions like Family Feud questions, just a few, just to shake things up a little bit. So name something people care more about after they turn 30. Sonia?
Um, I'm like, I don't care about anything. What do you mean? Nothing bother me. I would say maybe like quiet time, like peace. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think, or like alone time, you know?
Okay. Okay, that's one. Toba?
Wrinkles.
That's true, right? No.
Uh,
Who's at 30? No. You think so?
The fine lines start showing.
Okay, okay. Sonia, you're back again.
retirement, maybe.
Yes, their career, their job. Okay,
Yeah.
Shoba.
Hmm. Settling down.
Yes. Children,
Mhm.
family. Yes, yes. Okay. Back to you, Sonia.
Um, sleep,
Okay.
sleep.
Warren. Their health. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
contributing to
health.
health, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Back to you, Shoba.
Saving money.
Okay, yeah, that should yes, my money finances are here. Yep. Okay, and back to you, Sonia.
Oh, there's more. What could there be?
Uh-huh.
Um, oh man, maybe vacations?
Not exactly, but I could put it in there if
No.
you like. All right, I'm gonna run down the answers. So it's their appearance, their health, children and family, money and finances, life, significant other, their career and job, and their age. So
Mm.
Oh,
those are what
age.
they had on here. Okay, here's another one. Name something that contains the word Mac. Sonia?
Mac. Oh my gosh. Macintosh.
Yeah, wow. I didn't think you would get that. It's up here. Okay. It's your turn, Shova.
Big Mac.
Yes, girl. All right. Come on, back over to you, Sonia.
Oh my gosh, more. Oh my goodness, man.
I'm shocked she said back in town. Like, what? Wow.
Uh, oh, um, oh no.
Okay, you want me to? Okay. It's something that you can eat. Come on, you guys got
Oh,
this. Come on.
something that you
Macaroni.
can eat.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
macaroni. Yes.
Yes. That's one. But there's one more. One more that you can eat. Come on, you got this. It's a type of apple.
Macintosh is an apple,
There you
no?
go. Yeah. There you go. And you already said McDonald's, right, Shoba?
Yeah.
Yep. And Big Mac. I don't know why they have both in the same thing. It's the
Oh,
same.
they did have both? Oh.
Yeah, they had McDonald's and Big Mac. I'm like, Big
Mhm.
Mac,
Macaron
McDonald's.
cookies.
Yeah.
I didn't make up
Oh,
these answers.
macaroons.
I didn't make up these
That's good.
answers. They came this way. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get a juicy one. Let's see.
Don't they have the Mac trucks too?
No, they actually don't have that there. Let me see.
Oh.
Nope, nope. But
Hmm.
that's a good one. Okay, so I'm gonna go on to this one. Name a place stressed out people go to feel better.
Oh, the spa.
Yes,
Mm.
that's the number one answer. Okay.
The
Show up.
beach.
Yes, that's
Mm.
there. Come on. Sonia?
Oh, the bar.
Yes. Borrow the club. Okay. Do we
To bed.
no, they actually don't have that there, but I'll take it.
Really? Yeah, right? Oh man.
All right, let me see what. Come on, you got the you're there a lot,
Oh,
Shoba.
the
So
gym.
you know what this answer is.
Church?
Yes, girl. There you go. No, she prays for herself, for everyone. I love that about her.
Oh.
She's just awesome. But go ahead. Go ahead. It's your turn, Sonia.
The gym?
Well, we could put that in
Oh.
there. That sounds about right. Even though I need to go more often, but
Yeah, right.
oh my gosh. Okay, go ahead, Choba. It's your turn.
Uh,
This is something we all need. We
a
need
massage?
There you go. So the
Mm.
answers were spa, sauna, bar or the club, beach, church, massage parlor, and the rehab clinic.
Oh man, really? That's on there? Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh.
it is. I mean, it is one of the things. I mean, that we would have to do. But okay. So here we go. You guys, how do you like this so far? You like this?
I love Family Feud.
Yeah.
This is fun. All right. So here it goes. Okay. Name a vocation, not vacation, vocation, in which you can achieve greatness. Who wants to go first?
Oh,
You got it, Sonia?
location. Hmm.
You something that you achieve.
Hmm. Maybe I don't know. Would like electrician be something? No.
I mean, it could be. I'll put that on there. It's not on here, but I'll put it on there for you. No problem. Shoba?
Doctor?
Yeah, that's the number one answer.
Oh, doctor,
Okay,
duh.
that's okay. Come on, you got more time. There's more.
Oh, lawyer, maybe?
Okay, it's not on here. It should, but I'm gonna put that on there.
Oh.
Okay, Shoba.
Um,
Hmm.
I know this one is a little
That's a
tough.
tough
Okay,
one.
all right, here we go. So we have doctor, politics or president,
Oh,
acting, sports, teaching, and the clergy. Those,
mm,
oh wow.
yeah, those were the answers for that, but that's okay. So now, name something that begins with the gift of.
gift of
Oh, it
prophecy.
begins with
Okay, I could take that. I could take that because that can be considered the gift of God, I guess. Right?
Mm.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, Sonia, you're up.
Gift of peace.
Yes, peace, love.
Mhm.
Gift of giving?
That's good. Yes, that's good.
That's a good one.
Sonia,
Um,
something that we all should be grateful for. The gift of.
life.
Yes,
Gift of life.
yes. Shova.
Gift of gab.
Woo!
Oh.
Girl, you got it. It's in here. I was told I had that. But it's in a, but look, the difference is though, I'm not a person to talk about gossip. I'm not a gossiper. I talk
Yeah.
about facts about, positivity.
Interesting
encouragement.
topic.
Right. I'm not going to sit here and tell you about Betty Sue and what she's doing over there. It's not my business. But yeah, so this is good. This is good. Okay, here we go. Name something that might happen to you when you get really hot.
Face gets red.
Yes.
Maybe.
Right. Yes. Yep.
Sweat?
Say it again.
Sweating.
So yes, definitely sweating. Back to you, Sonia.
Angry, maybe, or emotional.
It's not here, but that makes sense. I mean, I would get upset if I was burning up, Okay. Oh, okay. Like, I don't know how to. Okay.
So basically, questions like
I'd be.
Oh, like faint.
There you go. There you go. And what were you
Take
gonna
my
say?
clothes off.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I was wondering when you were gonna say this. All right, here we go. And wait a minute, one more. If you're really hot, what happens? You are,
Oh,
Thirsty.
thirsty.
yes, dehydrated. So they said heat stroke as well. So heat stroke,
Oh, wow.
dehydration, you turn red, you faint or pass out, and you sweat. So yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Wait a minute. This is only two answers. Okay. Name a food that causes bad breath.
Garlic.
That's, yep. Shoba, what's the next one?
You can help here, Sonia. I don't know off the top
You
of my
do
head.
know.
Oh,
You do
onion.
know. It's in the same family.
Oh, onions. There you
There
go.
you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I knew you. She was about to give up. I'm like, don't do it. Come back. Come back. All right, here we go. All right,
Listen, if Steve Harvey calls, we're going on Family Feud, all right?
exactly. Exactly. Oh my gosh. All right. You don't have pets, do you? Shoba?
No, I used to have a dog. We gave him
Oh,
up. Yeah.
oh gosh. Okay, so but you know about dogs though.
Yes.
Okay, here he goes. Name a question people ask their dogs.
Who's a good boy?
Exactly.
Or who's a
That
good
is so
girl?
that is so common. That is such a common thing.
It
Okay,
really is.
Shoba, what do you think is a
Give me. Can you shake hands? Can you roll over?
actually they don't have that there, but I'll take it because that's a good
Oh,
one.
that's
All right.
yeah.
No, that's okay. I make the rules of this game. This is
That's
not
right.
Steve
There you
Harvey.
go.
Yeah, exactly. Sonia, you ready? Which one?
Did you eat that? Did you eat that?
Actually, oh no, no, no. Oh, well, I mean,
Or rip that up? I'm trying to think what I tell my dogs.
right. So, Shoba, do you have anything good going on? What do you want to say?
Not off the top of my head.
When
You
they're
want to go for a
always
walk?
coming, huh?
You want to go for a walk?
Yes, that's good.
Good
That's
one.
good. Sonia, back to you.
Oh, you want a treat?
Yes, that was the number one answer. So the
Ah,
number one answer was, do you want to eat or treat? The second one was want to go out. The other one, how are you? And the fourth one would, what do you want? Because you know how they like
Oh,
my cats. I have cats. I grew up raising dogs, but I have cats now. So my cats, they follow me around everywhere I go. And I'm like, what do you
oh,
want? Mommy gave you water. She gave you everything. What do you want? And I'm
oh,
serious. They make you feel helpless. You're like, what am I missing?
oh, they just want your company.
Exactly. Oh, I see Travis left us. Okay, I got it. I think something was wrong with his phone. I'm not sure. But okay, let me see. Name a last minute purchase you might make while waiting in line at a grocery store. And it's only four answers.
Oh, the
Candy?
chewing gum.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
good.
'cause it's right there on
Good.
the line, purposely done.
And you know,
Yeah.
Walmart is so good for that because you're coming online and you see all that candy and stuff right in your face. They're
Yeah.
smart, and Burlington does.
But they got really smart too though, because now it's not only candy and gum, it's other things now. They
I
have a whole
know
bunch of stuff now.
they got some nerve because they know they're gonna get a person like me. I'm gonna start fiddling around and looking, and I'm like, oh, I could
Mhm.
use this and put in the cart. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
those dirty birds. Oh, I have a secret to tell you guys. So I don't know if you know, in BJ's and Costco's and even Sam's Club, mostly Costco's. I don't think BJ's does it, but Costco's, they purposely switch the things around so that you'll be able to look for it and look and find other things. They do that.
Really?
Yes. I learned that from when I was vending in Costco's. I hope I don't get a beating for this, but I'm just saying,
No,
that's
Oh.
their
why?
marketing strategy. No, I'm serious. This is their marketing strategy because they feel that If it's in the same place, you won't look at anything else. You just go straight to
Yeah.
it, pick it up. You ever see people looking around? They're like, I wonder, I know last week it was over here. They do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wondered why they moved
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, it's for you to
Oh,
see all the other
wow.
things that are out there for you to go and buy it. Makes a lot of sense.
That does, yeah.
Because people are creatures of habit. So they see and they get used to doing that. So they're not exploring the options that are going on around them. Yeah. All right, here we go. I'm gonna give you one last one. Let me see. And then let me see. Then we're gonna conclude with words of wisdom and encouragement for people out there that are going through just to navigate through racial healing and to, bring it to, their business, their school, wherever they're coming, church. This is something that really needs to be discussed everywhere, amongst everyone. I know there's not going to be some people that's going to agree with certain things, but it's not even to agree to disagree. It's really just to find a way for us to get along and to learn each other more than just, having the vast opinions, you know? So I'm going to do this one last one. And here it goes. Tell me an expression with the word monkey in it.
Monkey.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yes, that's
Mhm.
one. Come on, Sonia.
Oh, what is it? Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Yes.
Not my right. Not my monkey, not my show, or something.
Oh,
like
not my
that.
monkey, not my, yeah, it's one of them.
No problem. There's more. There's more.
There's more.
Uh-huh.
Monkey mind. Munded. Monkey chatter. Monkey brain.
No, but I'll take it. I'll take it, Sonia.
That's all I got. Those two.
All right, I'm gonna help you guys out with this one. So monkey business was one. Monkey see,
Monkey business.
two. Monkey on my back. Yeah, I never heard of that one, but okay.
Oh no.
And monkey's uncle. I don't think I recall that either. Have you?
Yeah, the monkey's uncle one. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I just wanted to bring that in just to give us a little bit, calm and collectiveness. But now I would like to ask Sonia if you can please give some words of wisdom in regards to racial healing to those that are out here, watching this.
I think one of the most important things I think is to really be confident in yourself. Like and I feel like people are so worrying about what everybody else thinks. And I know a lot of the times it's hard. You kind of feel it always like you have to worry about what the next one thinks. But be confident in yourself and your abilities, and just keep moving forward. As hard as it may sound, and just take that one step, and really I think that really goes a long way of just believing in yourself, being confident in yourself. And I think a lot of things change when you do that.
Thank you so much for those words of wisdom. And Shobha, bring it home.
This definitely, I'm sure everyone's heard this one before, but we all bleed red. It doesn't matter our skin color. We all bleed the same color blood, and we all have emotions. Now, how is anger expressed from one person to another, whether it's white, black, Indian, Chinese, Arab, Mexican, you name it, anger is still anger. We all feel those emotions. We all feel sadness. We all feel angry. We all feel tired. We all feel hungry. We all feel the pains of humanity. So why is it so different for us to understand another ethnicity or another race going through things that we all go through? It's easier said than done, because there's a lot of history and reasons why one race is more scared of or ignorant towards another. But I think there are a lot of common ground that we all share. And I think throughout life, and as Sonia said, as we move forward, if we can find more common ground within each race, I think it'll help us, at least the younger generation, not have to deal with a lot of the tensions that we are going through. I mean, I don't know if you girls remember when we were younger, maybe in my junior high school years or maybe high school years, but we all brought in each ethnic dish that we all like, everyone brought in ethnic dishes.
Yes.
And I loved it. I loved
Yes.
learning everyone's cultural foods, and we all dressed in our Indian, like our whatever ethnicity was, our clothing. And it was just fun times as kids. So why is it so difficult for us to understand it as
Yeah.
adults now? Why is it
Yeah.
that we grew out of that like curiosity for understanding and not being closed-minded? As adults, we got more scared, and it's not. It seems like a simple concept. I know it's much harder than, the healing we have a lot of work to do in the healing, but I mean, I think those are my few take home points. I hope we can.
That was powerful for both of you, for what you've
Mhm.
said, because those are the tools to help to bring people to where we need them to go.
Yeah.
You just, wow.
Mm.
You guys said a lot. It's so ironic because I'm in the process of writing a book, and guess what it's called? We All Bleed the Same.
Yeah.
And that's when you said that, I was like, oh, and I didn't even tell you. I didn't even tell you. I could show you the writing and everything. I'm like, wow. And I was gonna ask people that I know that if they want to be a part of it and they want to write a piece in there, my worship family and everybody, just put a little piece in there about, experiences and stuff. But yeah, it's unfortunate that, the world has become what it has become. And it is going to take a lot of work,
Mhm.
but it's also, if you're willing to work, it's just like
Yeah.
anything else. It's like a job. If you want to get up in the morning and go to work, you'll roll over and just get up, get dressed, and go.
Yeah.
If you don't want it, you'll lay in bed and just stay there. You know what I mean? So it's just the same. I mean, I should have did a better analogy, but still in all, you still have to have it within you to want to do it and to want to see
Mhm.
change and to want change. So if you don't want it and you keep fighting against it, you're going to always battle that situation and go through it over and over and over again. Like I said, in any other situation, any adversity, anything that we deal with, is that you have to be sick and tired of being sick and tired, period.
Yes.
Okay, you can't just keep, I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then end up just not doing anything at all. You know what I mean? You have to want it. You have to grab it by the horns and go for it. And if you want to have justice served, or if you want to see change, you have to go out there and get it. You have to join forces with other people and just do it, like Nike says, right?
Mhm.
So you guys are powerful. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being my friends. I'm so honored and privileged to have such intelligent, beautiful women in my life. And I don't know how much more words can express it, because you guys are powerful, and that's why God has, put you guys in my life, because I tell you, without people like you, it doesn't, it inspires me, it keeps me empowered, it just makes me strive to do better each day, you know? And I don't want to get emotional, but I mean, it's like we need each other,
Ditto.
and
Yeah.
we need each other. And, you know, we all go through something, but we also know how to have the resilience to come back, thank God,
Mhm.
because it's not
Yes.
on our own, it's from him. So I just thank you again for coming on here today, and for even the mishaps that we had earlier, but still in all, it came out to be great. And I just thank you again. And, I have something going on next week. I don't know if you guys, after dealing with me today or tonight, if you want to get on there, but it's honoring women, because
Ooh.
as
Yeah.
of next, what is it? The first is what, Friday.
Mhm.
So if you want to jump on, we could talk about women's stuff. We could laugh. We could cry. We could share stories that'll encourage other people. That's what it's all about. We have to encourage one another. We have to stay strong with one another. distance never comes between me. If I don't speak to you, look at Sonia and we haven't spoken,
Yep.
and it's not purposely. Life's issues and challenges, but we always, when we get back, honey, it's like yesterday, like we would
Yep.
together yesterday, same thing when you show, but same thing, it's like, I just wish that everybody could be this way and be this lucky, because not everybody has friends like this. It's like, when they talk about friendship, they're like, oh, look what they did to me. But I can never say that, because you guys always add to me. And that's what is so valuable, is that you get people to add to you and not take from you.
Yes.
Like when you're drained and you're going through, and here it is, they're like, hey girl, please come on, we got this, come on, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. So I thank you, and I show and I give gratitude. So with that said, if there's anything else that you guys want to mention before we get off, and so that you guys can get your rest for tomorrow, Sonia.
Thank you. No, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for having me. Absolutely. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, you count me in next week and whatever. You can count me in.
Thank you. And listen, by that time I'll figure out my technical whatever, the Nova.
So definitely same thing. Thank you for having us, and it's nice to meet all your friends. And just a quick, you should already know, like attracts like. So when you say all those great things about us, it's because that's in you as well. So hope you know that. And thank you so much for having us on.
I love you guys.
Love you.
Love you.
Thank you so much. And I look forward to next week. And I'll have that issue taken care of by that time.
That's all right.
All right. Be well, guys.
Have a great week, ladies.
Bye.
Bye, guys. See you later, alligators.